Well, what is going on, guys? Luke here today, and I'll be honest, if you're not excited about the market right now, then this video is for you because that needs to change. It's times like this where fortunes are made. Fortunes are not made when every stock is just going to the moon. And guess what? There's probably going to be a lot more bloodletting going on for the next few weeks. But that is even more exciting if you have the right plan and strategy in place. And having been through many actual market crashes, I'll show you exactly how to do just that. And all I ask for in return is that you just gently tap that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to sign up for the private group, as it's already been a vital support network during this downturn. Think about any time you are uncertain in the market, it's always great to have people there to listen, help you out, and provide insight and support and keep you from panic selling or FOMO buying and figure out what to do in the end. Now, I apologize in advance as this is longer than my normal video, but I promise, no fluff, all value, but I want you guys to have everything you can so you can confidently invest this week and the coming weeks as we work through this whole downturn. And we'll start with the 4 market truths that are true no matter what's going on in the market. It's critical you understand these before we move on and talk about how to use them and what to do, which we will talk about shortly as well. So the first truth is you will feel pain before making a fortune. Now this applies everywhere in life. You want big muscles? You have to crush it in the gym, which hurts, and work out when you are already hurt, and then resist eating things like pizza and cake, which, is also painful, because I like pizza. Nobody says I want big muscles and it just happens without that pain. Nobody starts a business and it goes to the moon only working 40 hours a week and without any stress, drama, and huge ups and huge downs. Most entrepreneurs who made their companies a huge success slept in the office and sacrificed everything to make their company successful. A lot of pain. Many have their families completely fall apart and lose lifelong friends. Anything great requires hard work, sacrifice, and pain. And when you look back, the pain was actually necessary to get to the reward. Now let's talk about the second truth, and that is that no one can time the market, so why are you even trying to? Nobody. Not the greatest investor ever, not the most powerful people in the world, not the smartest people in the world. Nobody can do it, so why are you trying to do it? It's completely not a requirement to make big money in the market, and we would have no wealthy people at all if that was actually true. Did any of us need to time the bottom in March to 5x our money since then? Nope, not even close. And guess what? I'm still way up from where I bought even after these past couple of weeks of down. Did Warren Buffett ever time the bottom perfectly to becoming one of the most successful investors ever? Nope. Did Cathie Wood go all in on Tesla the day it hit its all-time low? Nope. So don't even think about timing the market. You're just wasting your time and your sanity trying to do that. And the third truth about the market? Nobody knows what will happen, but you must have a plan regardless. Now we'll get into specifics about how to create a plan here in just a second. The reality is nobody knows whether the market's going to be up or down. But the bigger reality is you need to be prepared for all of those scenarios. How many people had the March crash last year on their radar? Anyone? Anyone out there? No? Nobody? The answer is no one. I sure didn't, but I did have a plan in case something like that happened. And while the rest of my friends and partners were panicking last March as everything just cratered, I was busy getting excited and buying more, and honestly just laughing about it all. While they saw monster red day after monster red day, I saw huge future green days as the red days just kind of ticked away. I found myself cursing those circuit breakers because I, selfishly wanted it to continue to free fall because I know fortunes are made during the crashes. And the bigger the correction or the crash, the larger the fortune on the back end. And it's easy to be this confident when you have a plan and you understand the fourth and final truth. And that is, I know the crash will end and stocks will make new highs. It's been proven for like the last 90 years. Look at any chart you want, it doesn't matter. If you simply invested during downturns, the market always comes back and made you big money. The pain is always temporary. I mean, seriously, look at last March's pain, it was temporary, and fortunes were made because of the downturn last March. Crashes do not last forever, and the market always makes new highs afterwards. Those are the simple truths about the market. So now that you understand and know the 4 truths about the market, let's discuss what you should actually be doing. And it's actually easy. If you simply just take these 3 steps I'm going to give you and apply them, you will not be sitting up worried at night about your money, but instead you'll be sitting up at night excited about the opportunity in front of you to make a lot of money. And I'll even throw in a warning after this that you must avoid to make sure your plan is great and followed through on. So step number 1, figure out which stocks you want to buy and hold long term. Now is not the time to speculate. Now is the time to buy great stocks on a discount. If the market drops another 20%, speculative stocks will get destroyed. Now don't get it wrong, great stocks will drop too, but not nearly as much. And the longer this goes, the more this gets exaggerated against the speculative plays. And when the market turns around and goes green, great stocks are always the first to go to the moon. Write it down, create a watch list. Heck, even copy off my paper in the private group if you still aren't sure where to start to help build your list. But know definitively which stocks you want to own. Alright, so on to step number 2. So now that you know what you want to buy, it's time to figure out your buy points, or price targets as I like to call them. What price are you willing to buy this stock at? And don't just have one buy point. We're not going all in all at once. You need a few buy points. I tend to have 3 to 4 buy points, and here's an example of why I do that. 2 Tuesdays ago was an incredible buying opportunity. At that time, I'll be honest, it was tempting to just go all in. But I'm so glad I didn't, because here we are a little bit under 2 weeks later, and this Friday gave us an even better buying opportunity early in the trading day. I bought on both days because I knew what stocks I wanted to buy and what price I wanted to buy at, and I know to never go all in because another opportunity may come in the future. Always remember, nobody can time the market. And step number 3 is to execute your plan and don't wimp out. You've already done the work, you put in the time, and now it's time to start buying, and you should expect to lose money in the short term. If that bothers you, you're thinking like a short-term trader, and I cannot really help you there. You have the wrong mindset. Instead, you have to look at it as you got a discount over the price prior to the crash or the correction, and if it goes down further, then you're just getting additional discounts to buy more shares. So do not let the fear of the market going lower discourage you from buying. Just keep in mind, nobody can time the market, so I will buy the dip, which will not be the bottom, which means it will keep dipping. And the reality is, so what? I know I'm buying great stocks, and they will be a lot higher in the future. Each time it dips lower, that means the amount of money I'm going to make later is actually greater. That is the simple truth. Now, a big warning here, there is something that I see people consistently do, and honestly, it kind of scares me, and it prevents people from executing their plan and building real wealth in the end. Emotions are high right now, which is, typically when you make the most mistakes. In investing, in real life, at work, the best decisions are not made with emotion, and that is especially true with investing. So do not make the mistake of doing things that heighten your emotions. For example, be super careful watching the news or social media or anything else, and if you do, don't fall for the hype or the fear. This applies during good times and bad times. News and social media, including YouTubers like me, get paid by the click. Nobody clicks on a video that says, "This stock will have a good return this year." But almost everyone clicks on the video that says, "This stock will go to the moon," or "This stock will 10x in a month." One evokes emotion, the other does not. And emotions equal clicks, not the best information, and your emotions will inevitably go up. And absolutely avoid the chat rooms and comment sections here on YouTube and other places. That is where the worst advice ever is typically given out. It's actually one of the main reasons why I started a private group after talking with other big names here on YouTube that have them. And that's so we could have a real discussion about stocks and be a true support network and provide actual value to each other. And everybody's contributing in doing that. In those public chat rooms and comment sections, there's no shortage of trolls and people trying to elicit an emotional response from you. The best way to avoid it is to not engage in the first place. You have a great plan laid out. It's time to focus on that and execute and build real long-term wealth. And leave the freaking out to everyone else. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.